I was in the house, and my uncle was saying, come lay down with me in the bed. And I said, I'm going to tell Mom. He said to me, if you do say anything to Mom, you're going to get a beating.
Chapman Payne grew up in the projects of Philadelphia, where he was one of 11 children born to alcoholic parents.
My parents, sometimes my mother would be drunk. My father, he had left. He only comes back every now and then they would lay together. They would have another baby, and then he would go away.
The traumatic molestation that stole Chapman's innocence happened when he was just 6 years old. Because of his uncle's threats, Chapman never told anyone, and the abuse continued for a year.
Bitterness, angry, loneliness, mad, upset, outraged. I just wanted to scream some point.
By then, he was already stealing his mother's wine to deaden the pain.
What are you looking at?
It feels like somebody just walked into me and just ripped me apart. And I try to put it back together, but it just won't fit. Before I even got to 17, I tried to commit suicide, tried to hang myself, because I said no one loved me, no one cares about me, no one wanted me.
Then at 17, he had his first hit of speed. He was immediately addicted. He financed his addiction by selling drugs, but no drug could numb his intense pain.
It was unbearable for me to even face myself, because not only fear was there, shame was there.
Chapman joined the ranks of the homeless because he'd rather live on the streets than with his abusive family.
My first night on the street, it was very frightening. I never forget it. I didn't care, because I was so hurt and violated that it didn't make any difference to me or not.
He was desperate for a warm place to spend the night, so he met a group of Christians. They took him to a homeless mission.
They said, you're coming into our prayer room. I said, oh, okay, fine. I walk in there, you know. All these people got around me and circled me. They started to pray, and they started laying hands on me. I'm feeling something was happening to me. And they started talking about God, you know, and this and that. It was something that I have never experienced before. But I know it got a hold of me.
During his stay at the mission, he heard a sermon that changed his life.
And when he called us down to the altar, I came down to the altar, and he said, repeat after me. So I repeat the sinner's prayer. This was a new relationship in my life.
Chapman realized how much he needed God's love and forgiveness.
I now live by faith, and I can love for real now, with that unconditional love that God has given me, and not take anything for granted anymore.
Chapman worked at the mission for 12 years while attending seminary. Today, he's married and the pastor of House of Worship International Church.
I found the love that I've been searching for in my whole life, and that love is Jesus Christ.